Since you become chief of the U.S. Air Force, the size of the force has changed. In your opinion, how has that affected the ability to fight?
Oh, it affects everything. In our business, quantity does have a quality all its own. I'll give you an example. In the first Gulf War, if you look just at fighter squadrons, F-15s, F-16s, A-10s, those kind of squadrons, we had 188 fighter squadrons in our Air Force. We deployed 33 of them to the first Gulf War, which was the last major air campaign we've been involved in. It takes another 15 or so back in the States to do homeland defense. So we had about 40 to 45 to 50 squadrons that were tied up in that. And we still had 133 more ready for the next contingency, should one arise. We are now going to 49 total squadrons in this budget. So 188 to 49. If we deploy another 33 squadrons to a contingency and then kept X number back for homeland defense that is required, we would have no excess capacity, zero. And so if anything else happened, we're just out of stuff. In that same time, from the first Gulf War to today, we've cut 200,000 active duty airmen out of the Air Force. That's 40% of the Air Force has been cut. We're the oldest, or the smallest Air Force we've ever been. We have the oldest equipment we've ever had. Another example there, we have 4 fleets of airplanes, entire fleets of airplanes that could join AARP tomorrow. We have 12 fleets of airplanes that qualify for antique license plates in the state of New York. I mean, if air forces don't modernize, again, they become irrelevant. You have to stay ahead of the technology curve. So this is a huge concern for us. We have got to think about modernizing, recapitalizing, and the problem is you get smaller and smaller is it's hard to stop doing the things you're doing to modernize your force because you don't have enough of that excess stuff you can shut down to modernize. And so we're going to have to modernize by taking stuff out of the operational activity, which has been going up while the Air Force has been shrinking, and then use the money we save from that because there's not more money coming in order to modernize the fleet. It means accepting risk in the near term to create capability for 2025 and beyond. But if you're a platform-based service, you have got to take that risk. Or the Joint Force in 2025 will have a problem.